3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? This is Colleen Bartlett, aka Tangent, at Tangent Creativity at Beatbox Tangent. Yes, we are back at it with more reaction videos. Let's do this. First of all, guys, if you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button. Give it a like, hit up with a comment as well. Keep it positive, guys. And I'm going to do a reaction video to these geezers, these guys called Pete and Bas. My name's Kaleem. I go by the name of Tangent. I'm a beatboxer. I do workshops in schools with kids and teaching beatboxing. I also perform with that piece of equipment or these pieces of equipment now, doing live looping and so on. Going to be bringing out some more music real soon. First of all, guys, I hope you like the gradient, the color scheme of this setup. It's the same color setup as the music video we're about to watch. Let me talk about Pete and Bas. Pete and Bas, guys. Pete and Bas. I came across these guys like anybody else, scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, the wormhole of these apps, and I came across a small little snippet of them doing their worldwide verse. You know, hasta luego, wagwan to the boys in Lagos, however it goes. You know, it's yeah, it was very, very dope, and I was like, oh my god, two old guys spitting and rapping on drill. What's going on? Just like anybody else, got more into it. I was like, oh my god, these guys are not just a parody. They can spit. They can actually rap on drill. I started watching more of these guys and I was like, wow, these guys are mad. Then I came across this video, the Fumes the Engineer video, and I must have watched it like 100 times. At the beginning, I was like, I saw the interview with Fumes before. I was like, oh, these guys are cool, they're interesting. And then this plugged in tune came on, and I was like, okay, cool. And they started dropping a few 16s and so on. And then at the end, blew my mind. They just went back and forth, something I haven't seen for a very long time. Usually this type of music is very, very individualistic. Drill artists usually do things by themselves. Not all of them, you know. There are lots of MCs that go back to back with each other, which is really cool. These guys do it in a way that's so unique and so refreshing to this genre, because I love drill music and I love the beats, you know, the glide basses and stuff, the placements of the kick drums and the snares and so on. And we're about to watch it. So I have seen this video quite a few times, and I've seen many reaction videos on YouTube, especially Americans reacting to Pete and Bas. I think a lot of these bars fly over your head because it's a lot of British slang, and we're also going to talk about the end as well, because the end is quite controversial. One more time, guys, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, leave a comment, and let's get talking, let's get things flowing. I want to say sorry as well, guys. I'm very late to this reaction, but I said to myself, if I'm going to do this reaction video, I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to get a cool setup going and actually properly react to this video and then give my views and what I think about it. In my opinion, Pete and Bas are, I believe they are marketed, right? Wiley says they're plants. Pete and Bas said they're not. They say that they are totally independent and they have no backing, no money or anything behind it at all like that. But in my opinion, I believe somebody has picked up these guys and taught them how to spit and taught them how to like flow on drill. Otherwise, these guys would have been on the scene since day one of garage and grime. So it's totally obvious that these guys, in my opinion, have been taken by industry giants and taught how to spit on drill. That's my opinion. There's lots of names floating around on the internet in terms of like who it is. In my opinion, it could be somebody like Cass. Cass is dead because he's a huge legend, incredible lyricist, and just been in this scene for years, killing it with a lot of cool songs. The best video that he's created, in my opinion, is the one with LaRue. But we won't talk about that. I believe they do write their own bars. I totally think and believe 100% that they write their own bars. But I think somebody has sat down with them and taught them how to construct these bars, but also how to make them flow. There's an amazing kind of mini documentary. I don't know if I can even call it a documentary. It's a guy who, like me, talking about Pete and Bas, but he also has done a lot of research into Pete and Bas and have found the people that have marketed them, and he calls them up. It's somewhere in YouTube. I'll try and find it, dig it out, and you can have a look yourself. He calls the marketing people that openly say that they do the marketing for Pete and Bas. And he's like, okay, cool. Can I get an interview with you guys? You can be in character if you want, whatever. They said yes, but unfortunately they didn't set up the interview. I wonder why. So I totally believe that they are marketed. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't care. I don't care if they're marketed, right? This is good for the culture. This is good for drill and grime. So many MCs on the scene right now coming on, killing it, but have the same flow, and it gets a bit boring, and all they're rapping about is drugs, sex and violence and this and that. And I call it the materialistic swamp people, the materialistic cesspit of the music industry, because that's all that people are rapping about. Don't get me wrong, Pete and Bas are also kind of rapping about these things as well, which is, I'm like, oh man, I wish MCs can stop rapping about like killing each other and treating women in certain ways, or like how much drugs that they take. I wish we can bypass that, because I believe that this music has so much to offer in terms of rawness, you know? If you can bypass, as I said, the materialistic cesspit of the music industry, sex, drugs and violence, and just listen to their delivery and how they can flow. I haven't heard of that kind of flow, apart from like people like Jamie, Skepta maybe. So I really think that their delivery is just beyond anybody in drill right now. Enough of me talking, I've talked a lot. So let's get on with it. Pete and Bas plugged in with Fumes the Engineer. Let's do this. Let's go. First of all, can you hear that Enya sample? I know what you're going to say. You're going to say to me, well, Tangent is not Enya, man. It's the Fugees, you know? Okay? Yes, it's a Fugees remix. But who did the Fugees sample? Enya. And Enya is a legend. I love her music so much. I grew up on Enya. So it's cool that Fumes is like bringing back a sick Enya sample, even though it's Fugees. Let's move on.
Pete and Bas.
Pete and Bas. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, Pete.
Hello, girl. Hello, darling. What's your name and what's your number? Beg your pardon.
Fumes knows.
Heated pool in a big back garden.
Come on.
Rated the beers, I'm sinking them down, but now I'm starving.
You know what, man? Like straight off the bat, Pete's raspiness on his voice. This is what makes Pete and Bas just like such a sick duo, because they have such a contrast between their flows and their style and the way that they speak, you know? Like, again, that raspiness. Enough of me talking.
Up to the shop with a big kebab and a can of lager.
We love kebabs.
I'll be back tomorrow. With a stack full of pinkies rolled up, that's for the drop last week. And a couple of shots in the knee, cutting up deals in the business meet.
Ooh, cutting up business on the... What does he say again? Man, like, catch these bars. I know I have watched it a million times, and I'm going off on the Americans for not catching the bars, but let's have a listen.
Couple of shots in the knee, cutting up deals in the business meet.
Cutting up deals on the business meet, something like that, yeah? So he's doing business. Okay, let's move on to Bas.
She want me, she wanna come round and bump me. Pull up to mine in her husband's car. She want me, she need me. She wanna come round and tease me. Pull up to my midnight hot fast. She wanna come drink with a geezer, shoot with a dealer, ride in a beamer. She know I got rocks that I sling off the curb, big words in a sick demeanour.
Whoa, sick demeanour. Come on, let's go. Look how kitted out they both are, man.
Baby, she be ringing on my phone like crazy.
Come on.
Peasy, big cakes of bacon, I'm greedy. I came, I saw, I conquered, waking up in me Gucci boxes. Couple of jabs with a 1-2 bang, I'll knock your block off.
Hey.
Yeah. Fling balls like Frederick Flintoff.
Who's Frederick Flintoff again? I'm not too sure, I forgot.
Shot, make a man dance, and I don't need TikTok.
Don't need TikTok. Who needs that? The wormhole of TikTok, man. That stuff mushes your brain, even though I'm probably going to post some of this onto TikTok.
And that's them loons, and that's them jewels, and that's that bright.
Come on.
And that's that swing, and that's that left, and that's my right.
Okay.
Yeah, scope my man said, be my sniper sight. That's right. Then it's pie and a fag and a dance on a Friday night.
Driving a big beamer, shoot shots on the man and the cool cleaners. There's been a little spill on that block we was last week where the boys put them feelers. I just wanna...
That flow, when he comes in like that, man. When Bas comes in like that, it's just like impeccable flow, bro. Who else like flows like that in the scene, man? Like, let's listen again.
Driving a big beamer, shoot shots on the man and the cool cleaners. There's been a little spill on that block we was last week where the boys put them feelers. I just wanna bust shots on the block, Jesus. I just wanna whip white while I smash cans. I just wanna whip round with a few shooters. I just want a few pints and a few flags. Big 16s and I blew that. Now son, you don't wanna do that. Son should've known I'm a big deal. Son should've run when he threw that. Yeah.
He should have ran away. That's what he's saying.
Pull up outside and a man gets fried. I'm banging that mash like English breakfast. Might just smash this car in the
Banning up like English breakfast. What?
window. Why'd I give up? This one's rented. Yeah, Pete, chuck us that cane.
Chuck us that cane, Pete. Come on.
Well, Fumes, roll us a fag, will ya?
Roll us a fag.
Yeah,
That's what you get for drinking, broski.
yeah.
Let's go.
I'm with spoons of a tune on a jukebox. Birds been shaking the bunda, making me crazy. If a girl keeps going like this, then I'm taking her home and we're making baby.
Oh, God. Broski, I don't think you can make children anymore, bro. Yeah, let's keep going.
Now I don't mean to be rude, but this party's dead and I'm feeling wavy. So I might just slide to the cab, grab Sandra, Babs and Casey.
Come on then, mate, let's jump in the cab, tell Mo to go faster. I'm on boxing the Uber. If he complains, I'm punching the bastard.
Yo, Bas, brother. Can't be punching Uber drivers, broski. They are delivering a service to you, or should I say delivering you from one place to another. So don't punch them, man. They're hard workers.
Drink everywhere and then my phone start pass me the bleeding charger. Smoking a bit for the finest grade, now my head's twisted like a rasta.
I had a whip with a cigarette lit when I'm out on the strip, they won this scarper. Grabbed that man and I'm shaving his head like a Turkish barber.
I do go to Kurdish barbers to get my haircut, I won't lie, okay?
Snogging with a butt of the dotty and his body phoned up like a bottle of kava. Feds came round and I never said nada. Quick and I'm down in a
Quick and down in a lager. Man, he does his own ad-libs, bro. Pete.
I never lost face when it came to throwing these fists, got an head like a builder's brick. I got fists like concrete slabs, still knock a man down with a kung fu kick.
Okay, they're gonna go back and back. Okay, I wanna point out something to you guys. We're gonna go back to that bar that Pete just said, okay?
I don't take from a man, get chucked in a van, get dashed in a dusty skip. One side of the family's Irish. Chucky alive, he's taking a mill.
That is one of the reasons why I believe 100% that Pete and Bas write their own lyrics. Okay, let's go. Let's have a look. Fumes the Engineer, Pete Bas, lyrics. Let's have a look. Look at this bar right here. This is the bar that we're looking at. Let's just go back to Pete and Bas and listen to that bar one more time.
I never lost face when it came to throwing these fists, got an head like a builder's brick. I got fists like concrete slabs, still knock a man down with a kung fu kick.
I don't take from a man, get chucked in a van, get dashed in a dusty skip. One side of the family's Irish. Chucky alive, he's taking a mill.
Big Ben's.
Do you know what he just did there? He's getting political. This is one of the reasons why I think they write their own bars. I can't even say it. Chudvia Lara, how do you say it? I'm not too sure. Chudvia Lara, I think it is. Chudvia Lara if he's taking the mic. So Chudvia Lara, let's have a look what Chudvia Lara means real quick. Let's put that into paste. So Chudvia Lara. Okay, we are going to go to Wikipedia, even though it's kind of fake news, but it doesn't matter. I can't even say it, man. Chudvia Lara, there we go. Chudvia Lara is an Irish language sentence which translates as "Our day will come." It's a slogan of Irish republicanism. I can't even speak properly. Had a toothache yesterday, so my speech is not the best at the moment. Republicanism. So it looks like my man Pete is, I won't call him IRA. You're not IRA, Pete. I don't think you are. But it looks like he's in favour for Ireland being totally united and separate from the UK and Britain. And this is one of the other reasons why I totally believe they write their own bars, because who else kind of says this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's totally unique right there. Keep going. Let's go back to that verse to where my man Bas says, pass me a can, will you? Again, it's a bit disappointing that it's always the materialistic cesspit, the swamp of sex, drugs and violence. But again, you gotta appreciate this kind of delivery from these guys, you know?
He's knocking with a butt of the dotty and his body phoned up like a bottle of cava. Feds came round and I never said nada. Quick and I'm down in the lager.
I never lost face when it came to throwing these fists. Got an head like a builder's brick. I got fists like concrete slabs. Still knock a man down with a kung fu kick.
And I don't take from a man. Get chucked in a van. Get dashed in a dusty skip. One side of the family
Irish.
Chucky alive.
Taking the mic.
Big bands in the building. Feel them cracks.
That flow.
So the feds can't see that stash.
Got a mesh tucked under this tit for tat. And I tip my hat if he's talking greens.
Please, I don't wanna
okay, I'm not gonna pause it.
On a brand new carpet. The wife will lose it.
Move it before I lose it. Get dark bruises all up in that leaky boat.
Pull up in the black tab ends and I whip out the nank and the man gets carved like Rose.
It ain't no joke, I ain't Dave Chappelle. Now why's your girl been talking to me for?
Give her that seesaw, give her that up and down.
Man.
The back so round, I grabbed it.
Wrapped it,
So gassed.
on the mattress, flip them packs and the cash I stashed it.
Smack that man with the back of the head and his sovereigns turned him green like
Oh, sorry guys. I said to myself, I am not going to pause it. Not going to pause it. And I just... Green like Goblin, Marvel reference, the Green Goblin. These sovereigns turning green like Goblin. Bars for days, bro. Bars for days. Okay, let's go back just a bit. Man, I get gassed every time I come to this part. When they go back and forth like this, back to back as hard as this, is I just flip out, man. Let's go.
Pat the nank and the man gets carved like Rose.
That nank, was it? What was he say? That nan?
And I whip out the nank and the man gets carved.
I whip out the nan, that man get cut. Oh, man, I can't get the bar so fast.
Pull up in the black tab ends and I whip out the nank and the man gets carved like Rose.
Whip out the nan, the man get carved like Rose, something like that. It's just that wordplay, that flow is just hard.
No joke, I ain't Dave Chappelle. Now why's your girl been talking to me for?
Give her that seesaw, give her that up and down in the back so round, I grabbed it.
Wrapped it, slapped it, stains on the mattress, flip them packs and the cash I stashed it.
Smack that man with the back of the head and his sovereigns turned him green like Goblin.
Me she's gobbling me, feet popped in the mouth and she can't get enough of this goblin.
Joblin Janice. Do you know who Joblin Janice is? Joblin Janice is a famous old school movie actress. Let's go back a bit. So again, I'm not going to pause it anymore, guys. I'm going to rewind it back, because when these guys go back to back like this, it is the hardest ish in the world. Right? There's nothing harder on the internet I can find than these guys going back to back. It gasses me up. It hypes me up. I go mental. I tell you what I love to see. You can make this happen because you used to run sick events that don't flop. Get Corrupt FM, get Beats and Grinder versus Pete and Bas. It's like the sons versus the fathers, or the fathers versus the sons, you know? I love to see a war between those two guys, like a proper feisty battle between these two guys, because these two guys are both sick. A Grinder is a little bit like Pete in the way that he has that same raspiness in his voice and how he can flow, hit it with the mix and hit it with the blender, like that kind of flow that Grinder has is just mad. And it'll also be sick to see Pete and Bas in a booth. So we're not like, ooh, are they spitting their own bars? Can they spit bars live? I think that's what we need to see. Charlie Sloth, bro. Fire in the booth. You got to bring these guys in. And jump on Fire the Booth, man. Please, Charlie. We need this. We need Pete and Bas fire in the booth, because we just need it. Okay, I'm going to rewind it, and I'm not going to say anything until the end part.
In a van, get dashed in a dusty skip. One side of the family's Irish.
Chucky
alive, he's taking a mick.
Big bands in the building, feel them cracks in the walls so the feds can't see that stash.
Got a mesh tucked under this tit for tat, and I tip my hat if he's talking greens.
Please, I don't wanna spill his beans on a brand new carpet, the wife will lose it.
Move it before I lose it, get dark bruises all up in that leaky boat.
Pull up in the black tab ends and I whip out the nank and the man gets carved like Rose.
It ain't no joke, I ain't Dave Chappelle. Now why's your girl been talking to me for?
Give her that seesaw, give her that up and down in the back.
Come on.
I grabbed it.
Wrapped it, slapped it, stains on the mattress, flip them packs and the cash I stashed it.
Smack that man with the back of the head and his sovereigns turned him green like Goblin.
Me she's gobbling me, feet popped in the mouth and she can't get enough of this goblin.
Janice, I don't know what the plan is. Smoke so much that I'm stuck in the planet.
Speaking Spanish, hasta luego, thumbs in his eyes get pressed.
I get hyped every time I hear that bar. You know what that bar reminds me of? So violent, so gruesome. It reminds me of have you seen the episode with in Game of Thrones with the mountain? Like Oberyn is like thinks he's defeated the mountain, and he's like walking around, and then suddenly the mountain grabs him and like pushes his eyes in and like pops his head. Kind of reminds me a bit of that. Bit gruesome. I'm gonna rewind that because that just gasses me every time.
Flip them packs and the cash I stashed it.
Make that man with the back of the head, these sovereigns turned him green like goblin.
Me, she's gobbling me, face popped in the mouth and she can't get enough of this goblin.
Janice, I don't know what the plan is. Smoke so much that I'm stuck in the planet.
Speaking Spanish, that's the way go. Thumbs in his eyes get pressed like Play-Doh.
Wife's been calling, how did your day go? Can't call back, I'm in San Diego.
Little mug tried it, you don't wanna ride it. Gave him the kiss of death, I ain't good though.
I ain't Fredo, don't wear tight little shirts like Bugsy.
Little boy out, don't wanna get maced.
These mug get smashed in the face.
JK still didn't send his verse.
To get left in a casket case.
Fumes the Engineer.
Boy better know. Boy better know. Okay. Did you hear the 6 people that they called out? I pointed to them. Let's go back to the lyrics. Let's have a look at the lyrics. There we go, guys. They are the lyrics. So first one is Fredo, Bugsy Malone. Little boy don't want to get mixed. Okay, it's not saying the other guys here. H don't want to get mixed. Stormzy's mug gets smashed in the face. JK still didn't send his verse. And Boy Better Know left in a casket case. They sent for 6 people. I'm surprised that they didn't send for like Central C or Dave or like who's big in the drill scene right now. Like Central C is probably one of the biggest at the moment. Bugsy's still hard. Who else? Wiley's been calling them out. Calling them plants. Yeah, it's the sickest. I'm going to make a list as well, guys. I'm going to basically go through more Pete and Bas videos. I'm going to make a list of the ones that I see on my top 10, top 5. I'll do a top 5. I'll do a top 5. As we're going through the videos, I'll add more to that list. But this is the pinnacle. This is the number 1 video, guys. No other video at this moment in time can top this. It's hard. Okay, guys, let's finish there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Also, if you like my content, if you like the things that I'm saying, if you find this reaction interesting, entertaining, informative, then please hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm trying to get this channel to 500 subscribers, 1,000, and hopefully more as well. You can also find me at Tangent Creativity on Instagram, where I post a lot of my workshop stuff that I do in schools and my own music and, you know, dancing and loads of other stuff as well. You can find me at Beatbox Tangent on TikTok as well, even though TikTok is for 12-year-old girls. So hit that subscribe button, guys. You can find me on Facebook as well at Beatbox Tangent. Going to be reacting more to these guys as well. So stay locked in. This is Tangent. So I'll see you in the next video. What do you think about this video, guys? Would you rate this as your top Pete and Bas video? Let me know in the comments. Keep the comments cool, guys. I want to create a nice community. Nothing toxic. If that is cool, okay, guys. And I'll see you soon. Peace, Tangent.
Yo, make sure you follow Tangent on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just like that.